Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have amongst us one of the most distinguished Africans, a global statesman, a man of extraordinary achievement, a man to whom we look to for stability and guidance in times of crisis, a voice in the world that is widely recognized and respected, a man who has served his community, his state, his nation, the continent of Africa, and the Commonwealth, and has served the world in many respects and capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, I speak of none other than our very own former Commonwealth Secretary General, Chief Emeka Anyaoku Adazio-Busi, and also the Chairman of Orient Petroleum Resources PLC. Your Excellency, sir, may I have the honor and distinguished pleasure to ask you to please come to the stage and give us a few remarks as Chairman of this occasion, and also perhaps tell the world and Anambra State your thoughts on Governor William Obiano, the Executive Governor of Anambra State. Your Excellency. A round of applause for him, please, as he comes. Just 2 days ago, an International Institute for Diplomacy and International Relations was established in honor of His Excellency at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, Chief Willie Obiano, Apokwedike, may I take refuge in the Nigerian expression of all protocols observed. I must say that this is an extraordinary occasion. An extraordinary occasion to celebrate an extraordinary human being. Because I believe that from every measure, we had all the legacies that Governor Willie Obiano is leaving behind in Anambra State. We've heard them from Chudo, from my good friend who's spoken, and from Professor who reviewed the book in a very learned way. I myself have had the pleasure of reading the synopsis of the book. And everything I read in the synopsis of the book confirmed my personal view and knowledge of Willie Obiano, his sense of mission, his vision, well formed even before he got to the government house in Awka. Willie Obiano must be one of the most prepared leaders that our country has ever had. And when I say prepared leaders, I'd like to reflect what Obu himself mentioned about one of the important lessons from the book, the lesson of how to choose and how to prepare for office. It is much more common in other parts of the world that I've been familiar with, in the United Kingdom, in Australia, in India, in Canada, and all these places, you find that before somebody aspires to leadership in governance, that person has given a lot of thought to what he would want to do, what he or she would want to do if elected to office. And we heard from Ike Chioke how he and his team, under the inspiration of Willie Obiano, worked to prepare the basis for governance that Willie Obiano entered into. I have the greatest pleasure in associating myself with Governor Willie Obiano in the last few years. I must say that I did not know him. I knew his predecessor. And when his predecessor came to me and told me about the prospective Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State, I said, "It sounds excellent what you are telling me." But of course, when I met the man himself and saw him perform in his office, I saw and felt that all I had heard were indeed understatement of the man's vision and the man's ability. There is very little doubt that his administration has transformed Anambra State in very important respects. We had comments about the security. We had comments about the infrastructure. And indeed, we have the pleasure of remaining in this, sitting in this building, which, as we were told, and I believe could be fitted into any part of the world. When I stand here and look at this enormous building, I think of the People's Hall in Beijing. I think of conference rooms in Washington. And I would say that I do not think that there is in the United Kingdom a conference room of this magnitude. Willie Obiano, His Excellency Anyaoku is leaving behind legacies that will continue to serve the peoples of this state for many, many, many years to come. And for that, we are all grateful to him and to his partner in the endeavor, Ebelechukwu, Her Excellency Ebelechukwu Obiano. She, from all accounts, has been a wonderful partner, a partner in action, and a partner in inspiration. I would want to say for myself a big thank you to Her Excellency Ebelechukwu Obiano for her role in encouraging and supporting her husband to serve Anambra State and Anambra people as well as he has done. I wonder how a man who's been so active will spend his time in retirement. I myself retired from office 21 years ago. And these days I can put up my legs and read and occasionally write. But Governor Willie Obiano is retiring at a very young age, in my view, and I would like to believe that there will be more challenges ahead of him, which he will, with his characteristic vision and enthusiasm, embrace. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say in conclusion that it is for all of us a great deal of pleasure to be here today to celebrate the indisputable achievements of His Excellency Governor Willie Obiano Akpokwu-Edike and his partner, Her Excellency Mrs. Ebelechukwu Osodieme, which I believe Osodieme is a very fitting title because it means working, joining, and partnering with your husband in his efforts. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for him as he goes back to his seat. Nations are blessed in generations to have people, someone like Chief Emeka Anyaoku, Adazi Obosi, a global voice, a voice that is recognized and respected universally. Whether you are watching him on television, listening to him on the radio, or just within the sound of his voice, when he speaks, you know it can only be him. Your Excellency, we thank you very much. We're going to be calling on you again shortly when we unveil the book.